Hi everyone! Welcome back to the bookshelf, or welcome if you're new. I'm Grace, and today is a very exciting day because I went to Barnes & Noble recently. Let's unhaul some of the books that I got. This video is going to be like a little bit shorter because today's a huge filming day. I also am filming the next episode of Book Talk PD for Monday. Anyway, oh, does Buddy want to be? Oh, he wants to be in the video. Okay, you're squishing the microphone, honey. Hello. Okay. So recently I went to Barnes & Noble, which, as you know, is always an endeavor. And I got myself like a cute little green tea, iced green tea. But the problem is you always have to like unhaul the first round of books. So like you go through the store and then you get like 8 to 12 books usually for me, and then you have to sit down and pair them. So you have to like filter through and be like, okay, do I really need this book? I read weird things about that book. This book has some weird stuff in it. So you have to like pare down. So that's what I had to do, and I ended up with 4 finalists, which are these. These are the books. And I chose them all for specific reasons, mostly because I cannot afford to buy just 12 books anymore whenever I go to like a random trip to Barnes & Noble. So where's my Kleenex? The 4 finalists that I got, which were these books, we have a nonfiction book, we have a classic book, we have a true crime book, and then we have a Harry Potter spin-off book. So let's start with the nonfiction. Well, technically, true crime is also nonfiction, but I filter that under true crime. So this one is Haley Morris's like memoir type nonfiction book, and it's like self-help, and like she is just amazing. How do I get this to focus? There we go. I feel like I'm in a skincare video. Like, look at that. So she's a TikTok comedian, and what she does is she makes videos about like the different kinds of your like the different parts of your body interacting. So like when I was a kid, I would make little cartoon comics about like having little workers in your stomach, like processing the food, and like different like your arms would talk to your ears or whatever, like weird kid stuff, okay? But like she elevated it into like TikTok level comedy, and I've loved her videos for years. They're like the right mix between crass and like superior literary content. And you know, a little bit of crass is okay, you know? Sometimes I think it helps the situation. So like basically in the book you have almost like regular situations, like, you know, you're in the car, you're waiting for a dentist appointment, and then it has like sections of what the brain says, you know, what the stomach says, what the like heart says. And it's so funny because it also talks about women's bodies and helps women become more comfortable in themselves. And it's honestly one of the things I'm most excited to read this year, I think, because I've watched her videos, but obviously reading someone's book is different. You get more inside their head, and that's why I'm so excited to finally read it and just like get out of the TikTok space and actually like put, you know, hand to page and read a physical book about her and like about her thoughts on being such a famous TikToker and comedian and someone that deals with something not as surface level as other TikTokers maybe. Like she's making content that obviously women feel so comfortable watching and feel so close to, that she's built such a core following. I'm really excited to read about that. So that's one book that I got. And then the next book, when I came home and I showed everyone what I got, this one did raise some flags. It's also thick, by the way. Big difference in the book sizes here. So I mistakenly have never been to the true crime section of Barnes and Noble. And by the way, my dog is still on my lap. He's just napping. So he's still there. He's just resting. So this is called Murderland. Cheery, cheery title. I thought it'd be like a cute little Emily Henry summer read. It wasn't. But it's called Murderland: Crime and Bloodlust in the Time of Serial Killers. Classic book. It's just great. I don't know if I can say some of these words on YouTube without getting demonetized, but that's fine. So, I feel like the people deserve to know the truth. The book is a mapping of murders and their victims, yes, but also of the battle between nature and society. A battle staged out on the edge of America and in the hearts of the people who live there. It started out by trying to understand why so many killers come from the Pacific Northwest, but by the end it had cracked open the most taboo corners of the American psyche. Well, if there's two things I love, it's cracking things open and people's psyche. And I'm really excited about this because, I just flipped to a random page and it's talking about Ted Bundy. And I actually wandered into the true crime section because I do love true crime. I know that I see a lot of videos about women love true crime and it's weird because women won't watch they don't like horror movies, but they'll watch true crime. Let me tell you something. I don't want to watch something happen, okay, in a movie, but it is being analyzed from a clinical or investigative perspective where you're not watching it, you're just hearing and then it moves on. I'm fine with that. That's a completely different thing. Also, I have heard things said that women tend to watch true crime because subconsciously they think that they will learn things that will help protect them in the future. Sad that it's come to that, but it's a reason why true crime is so popular with women. So, I'm going to buy my true crime books. And if that makes me seem twisted and weird, then you're right. So, Murderland. I got that book and I am extremely excited to read more about that because Call Me Chris, I don't know if you know who she is, but she's a famous YouTuber and she does true crimes, like a whole true crime series, very in depth, a lot of research. She really puts a name and a face to the victims and gives them back their story. And I love her channel so much. So if you like true crime, you will love her videos on it. It's done with a lot of heart and a lot of good intent, and it's fascinating. So that's another book that I got. Then we have The Secrets of Dumbledore. Now, I think I accidentally got, I think this is the third one because according to my research, it's Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them, and then it's Crimes of Grindelwald, and then it's The Secrets of Dumbledore. According to when the movies came out, the air dates, those were the air dates. So I think this is the third one. I did not get Crimes of Grindelwald, but that's okay because I think I can follow along all right with the screenplay. I actually love reading screenplays, by the way, so I was really excited. I sort of already started it. I normally try to read one book at a time, but lately I've been completely abandoning that because I have so many things that I'm trying to get through, and I'm kind of a mood reader, so I just go, ping-ponging back and forth between Bell Hooks, Harry Potter, Eleanor and Park, rereading that one. And then I'm reading 84 Charing Street, so I'm just going back and forth the whole time. Anyway, The Secrets of Dumbledore. I don't know if you can hear my stomach growling. I'm starving. Anyway, The Secrets of Dumbledore. I'm very excited about this one because I'm a Harry. If you don't know this about me, listen. If you pan up there, those top left cubicles are my Harry Potter displays. Okay, I am a Harry Potter super fan. I genuinely think that if I were to enter a bar contest or something where it was win a free trip to England if you can, answer all these Harry Potter questions correctly, I genuinely know that I would win. One of the two things that I'm confident I could win a major contest on, Taylor Swift trivia and Harry Potter trivia. Those two things, I'm positive I could beat out anyone. But I didn't have the complete knowledge of the Fantastic Beasts trilogy, so that is why I'm brushing up my knowledge before, before it's too late and before someone questions me and I don't have the answers. Because that would be sad. And I will definitely let you know how that goes, because I have gotten some questions on Instagram about, like, have you finished it? What do you think? Because I've been meaning to read it, but I haven't gotten to it yet. So I will put out my official review. And then this one, whoops, I keep bonking. Zachary. Do you want to say hello? Want to say hi? Hello. Oh. Hello. I have to babysit him because that's what I do. Okay, so all right. I guess you're in the shot now. All right, can you just scoot? Can you scoot over, please? Thank you. So anyway, so this is the Anne Frank book, The Diary of a Young Girl. And I remember I obviously had to read this for school. I think most people did when they were like 12. And it did scar me for life, but now I'm a bit older, obviously. I'm not 12 anymore, just in case you were wondering. But I saw this like special edition of it, and it has like this nice textured plaid cover and like this little like lock and key diary detail that I think is really pretty. Especially because I'm a member of Gen Z and TikTok is so prevalent, it can feel sort of like history isn't as relevant today as it used to be. Especially because a lot of the veterans from World War II are either dead or extremely old and probably going to die soon. It can feel like history is slipping away, and that because of our fast-paced culture, pretty soon no one will remember it. And that's why I like to put an emphasis on buying classic books, even from periods of history that people might not be very comfortable with. I feel like it's important to make sure that we don't forget it and that we put out content that memorializes the stories of these people through their own words, which is why I wanted to get this so much. And it also has like a nice little spine, because some classic books, they don't have any detail on the spine, so you can't tell which book it is unless you remember. So fortunately it has this. I have had books like that, extremely old editions that I'm sure they don't do that anymore, but yes, so those are the 4 books. Whoops, I'm sorry, Zachary. The stack almost fell over, scared him. So this is my book haul. Inclusion featuring Zachary, and I'm very excited to get started on these. And let me know what you're reading this summer, what your summer reading list is, and make sure to follow me on the socials. My Instagram stories have become like a really wild place lately, where I'm just like, here's my breakfast, here's like a picture of my dog, oh, I'm filming today. So yeah, lots of weirdness. And make sure to follow me on like TikTok, and also like and subscribe if you haven't already. That way the video is shown to more people and you get to hang out more often, which obviously everybody's gonna love. So thank you so much for watching, and thank you for coming back to the bookshelf to hang out. It's been so much fun. We've had so much fun with you today. But thank you and have a great day. Bye!